What is up, folks at home? Welcome back to the channel. Normally in the wintertime, this is what we are doing up here in the North Country. Ice fishing, smacking those fish, vertically jigging. Today we're going to talk about what you need to be doing in the wintertime to catch more fish. No matter where you're at in the country, in the wintertime when the water gets cold, and that's relative to wherever you're at. Here in South Carolina, Dave's fishing 50-degree water. Up here in the North Country, we're on the ice, right? Vertical fishing and jigging can be an effective way to target fish because it's a way to keep baits in the strike zone for longer. So here we got Dave out here on the Cooper River, and he's vertically fishing with live scope. And what we want to notice about vertically fishing with live scope is the position of fish in the water column is vital. Just like ice fishing, the position of fish is going to be everything in terms of your ability to connect with them and to keep the bait in the strike zone for the most efficient use of your cast.
All right, so I smoked a fish there, and look what it is. It's a nice largemouth. Hey guys, this shit pays off, okay? And these bucktails are the real deal. It ain't a huge one, but got it on the 1/2 ounce, and this fish is just off this drop off out here suspended, and all I'm doing is making little flips with the bucktail, letting it sink down, and that fish absolutely choked it. Oh, there we go. What we got? Ooh, nice gill. There you go. Take that. How deep were you sitting? I was literally in 25 foot here. I had that sitting at 16. Not a bad gill.
Both situations are effectively the same. The only difference is Caden is punching holes up and down the break line to get on top of these fish and present them with a vertical lure. Dave is doing the same thing. He's simply doing it out of a boat. Now, why do vertical presentations work so well in cold water? The first thing is your ability to keep the bait in the strike zone for a very long time. Horizontal casts move that bait through the strike zone very quickly. A vertical cast and jig technique will keep that bait in the strike zone and available for the fish to hit even if they don't feel like hitting it. You can wait them out a lot of times with that vertical presentation.
Guys, I got another bass right here. Actually went into the current. I'm casting into the current. I'm gonna flip that one. He's a lot nicer fish, and I'm right on the edge of a drop off. I'm in 5 foot of water, and I hit that on the chatter spike with the 1/4 ounce upgrade jig.
So in this situation, pay close attention to Dave's monitor. Here he's rolling down current breaks and fishing vertically with different baits, presenting what the fish tend to want to be feeding on. But look at the location of these fish. They're close to the bottom. They're on that break, almost where that break bowls out. That is a classic wintertime position because it allows them to move up to feed and back to stable water. That wintertime thermocline can sometimes really impact them, and that wintertime turnover where the water is warmer on the bottom will position fish further down to the bottom. If you can get over top of these fish, then you can effectively present a lure to them in that depth of water and generate more strikes by keeping it in the strike zone for longer.
There he is. GoPro, start recording. All right, folks, so I have a pile of fish sitting here, and I finally got one to bite, and look what they are. Catfish. There's a whole school of cats down there, and they're not very big ones, but slimy suckers none the least.
Now, when you're vertically fishing, presentation can be everything. Here, Dave's been throwing an Alabama rig with bucktails and swim baits on it, hasn't been getting bites. Now, he's going to change up to the single bucktail with a chatter spike on it, and what that's going to do for you is allow you to present a lure vertically that is less intrusive and more like the bait that they are going to see.
Down, there's a big striper right here, right now. You can see that big mark. That's a striper. Here's my bait going down to him. A lot smaller than the Alabama rig. Make my bait just a little bit bigger. And then essentially all I'm gonna be doing is vertically jigging. I'm right in the school bait now. Oh, it got him that time. Oh man, he came right up and nailed it. Holy smokes. Good striper too. On the ebb and flow jig. Finally found some that we're feeding. Let's get him in the net. All right, there he is. All right guys, here it is. Hand tied this morning, chatter spike, 1/2 ounce. White with the red eye. Put a little green feather on there for shits and gigs. And then here we go. We got the striper right there from Sandy Cooper.
So hair jigs, crappie jigs, all of those things work the same way because of their vertical presentation. So here you see the 1/2 ounce jig by Ebb and Flow. It's got a nice trailer on it from Z-Man. It's a hand-tied bucktail by Dave. These baits work really well because they are unassuming and they are quiet. A lot of times guys have fished loud baits through schools, spoons, things like that. A lot of times in the wintertime, fish don't want that. A lot of times on the ice, I've hammered fish on waxies and spikes, and then that turns off, and then you go to a hair jig or a nice subtle crappie jig with some ribbon in it, and they'll start biting that again, an ice fly. Hair jigs are just unassuming, but they're very lifelike in their presentation, and they do a good job of staying in the strike zone. I like to add trailers to my hair jig. You can see the chatter spike is a good one to add. Dave's been killing them on that lately. Caden is a big believer in throwing a lot of different style baits at fish. There's just a lot of different things that you can do. The thing that I like about the Ebb and Flow jig here is the fact that it has a horizontal line tie, which allows it to be jigged vertically in the water column. I also love the fact that Dave takes extra time on all of these jigs to hand tie them. They're very clean, great tie jobs. The eyes on these jigs make all the difference, and this is something that a lot of guys have forgotten about or that is very niche, but you can do this too. It's very easy to do this. Find fish, count your lure down, vertically fish them. You're gonna catch a lot more this time of year doing that.
Oh shit, there he is. Oh man, he smoked it. Just letting it free fall. Never even saw that fish. He was in the middle of a bunch. It's another good one. He was in the middle of a bunch of bait. And the upgrade jig gets it done again. This is a really nice fish. Probably up pretty close to being slot. Okay, get him up here in the boat. And that would make my limit, folks. There it is. Upgrade jig. Gets it done again. 1/2 ounce size. And these things are feisty in the wintertime.
If you guys want to grab some bucktails from Dave, hit the link in our bio for ebbandflowoutdoors.com. They'll be linked in the video down below. Like, subscribe, let us know what you want to see in the future. We're really enjoying making videos for you right now on the channel. We got a lot of fun things planned, but let us know. Interact with us on the community page. Follow us on our socials. We're here to make videos that you guys want to see. So thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll see you next time.